knowing when you ovulate actually helps you to plan your pregnancies. But it's rather unfortunate that a lot of women out there don't even know when they're ovulating. In fact, they don't even know what ovulation is about. Today, I'm going to teach you the meaning of ovulation and then give you certain signs that could help you know that you're about to ovulate or you are ovulating. So when we say ovulation basically is when a matured egg is released from the ovary. Now, under normal circumstances, every woman is born with all the eggs that she will need in her entire lifetime. Now, these eggs are stored in what are called the ovaries. Now, the two ovaries, one is located at the left side of the fallopian tube, the other is located at the right side of the fallopian tube. So during your menstrual cycle, at a certain time, one matured egg is released, and that is what we know as ovulation. So basically, this matured egg that has been released is supposed to meet an egg, it's supposed to meet a sperm, and then a baby is formed. Okay, now ovulation basically lasts anywhere between 12 hours to 24 hours, so it's usually a day. Okay, that is when ovulation usually happens. Now, for those who fall within the 28 days menstrual cycle, ovulation usually happens on the day 14th, okay? Meaning ovulation usually happens midway through your menstrual cycle. Now, it's not every woman who falls between these 28 days menstrual cycle. Some could be 26 days and some could be 35 days menstrual cycle. So, whichever menstrual cycle that you fall in, you have to subtract 14 days from your menstrual cycle, and that will give you a clue as to when you're actually ovulating. So before you can actually also be very, very, correct with this, you would have to actually monitor your menstrual cycle for about 3 to 6 months to know the menstrual cycle, the days that you fall into or within. Okay, now if you don't have a predictable menstrual cycle, you can't actually say that you are this day, because you don't even know when your next menses is going to come. Good. Now this is basically something little that you should know about ovulation. Okay, now for those who would want to know certain signs that could actually help you know that actually this time I could get pregnant, so I shouldn't go near it or I should go near it. Okay, so let's talk about certain signs. Now the first time we're talking about is the ovulation predictor kit. Now that is the ovulation predictor kit that you're looking there. Okay, now there's something that we call luteinizing hormone. So during a time of your menstrual cycle, there is a surge in the luteinizing hormone. So this ovulation predictor kit basically detects when that surge happens. And now this happens usually, about 36 hours before you ovulate. Now it works just like the pregnancy test kits. Okay, so you urinate on the stick or urinate in a cup, and then you dip the stick into the cup for a few seconds, then you remove it. And then within 5 minutes, it's going to read for you. Now you see we have a C there and then we have a T there. Good. So the C means control, the T means test. Now when you dip it, and there are two red lines, and the red line at the T is very dark and even sometimes darker than the C line, and then it means that you are positive. It means that you are ovulating, and this is a very good time to have unprotected sex if you want to get pregnant. So you see, it works basically just like the pregnancy test kit, and it's known to be quite accurate, and you could use this. Now you could use this when you are probably like midway through your menstrual cycle and you suspect that you're about to ovulate. Then you can do this to be very sure that yes, you're ovulating, so you should do what you want to do. Okay, so that is it for you. Now the second sign is what we have, the ovulation pain or the ovulation cramps. Now another interesting name is what the Messerschmitt. Now you see, as I said, we have the ovaries at each side of the fallopian tube. So depending on the ovary that is releasing an egg, that is when you're going to feel the pain. So if the egg is being released at the left side of your lower abdomen or the left side of your ovary, you're going to feel the pain at the left side of your lower abdomen. Now this pain happens simply because the egg is being released. That's why you're feeling that pain. Now that pain could last a few minutes, it could last hours, and it could even last the whole day. Now it could be slightly painful, and it could be very painful as well. Okay, now if the pain is so severe, it is so painful, and you can't even do anything, probably you need to go to the hospital so that some tests could be run to see what is really happening. But for most women, this usually happens and it lasts a few hours and then it goes away. So this could also be a very interesting sign. Now the next one we're talking about is what we call the rise in the basal body temperature. Now when you say basal body temperature, this is the temperature that you have when your body is at rest. Okay, probably as soon as you wake up in the morning while you're still lying on the bed, the temperature you get is what we know as the basal body temperature. Now, for you to be able to also know this, you probably have to time this for about 3 months continuous. Now, you're not supposed to pick your phone, talk, do anything. As soon as you open your eyes, then you use the thermometer, and we have a special thermometer for this. Use the thermometer to check your body temperature. Now, for most people, your body temperature could be anywhere between 36.1 to 37.2. It's normal for a lot of people. Now, immediately after you've ovulated, there is a slight increase in your body temperature. So it could now be like 37.3, 37.4, or sometimes 37.2, 37.6. Now, when you see these things, it means that there's like you have ovulated. Okay, so as I said, you have to monitor like for 3 months. Every day marking it, every day recording your body temperature. So then you get to know that, okay, now every month, after 3 days of this particular day, my body temperature increases. So 3 days before that body temperature increases, then you know that you're ovulating. Now this could be very tricky because sometimes maybe fever could make your body temperature increase. Stress, you couldn't get enough rest. A lot of things could actually affect your body temperature. So using only the basal body temperature to predict when you're ovulating could not be very, very accurate. You could add other ones to it that could make it more accurate for you. So that is the basal body temperature. Okay, now don't wake up and go and brush your teeth and go and reply WhatsApp messages and then come back and lie on the bed and check it. Like, you're going to get very wrong answers. Okay, good. Now the next time we're talking about is the increase in the cervical mucus or cervical secretion. Now, as I keep saying, every woman, you have some secretion coming out from your vagina, which is very normal. But then it shouldn't have any, scent. It shouldn't be itchy. So you should know the normal one. Now, during your menstrual cycle, just when you're about to ovulate, this discharge increases a little bit. It becomes more thinner. It becomes, stickier. So when you touch it, you see how you're looking at it on the screen. Good. So it becomes clearer, it becomes slippery, and then it becomes thin, like the egg white, just like you're looking at. Good. So that could give an indication that you are ovulating. Now, basically, this happens to help the sperm, move faster to where it's supposed to go to. You understand? Good. Now, that's why I keep saying that, usually as a woman, insert your finger down there and then check the consistency, check the kind of discharge that is coming, smell it, so that you know that there's something wrong. When you keep doing this, when you're ovulating, you get to know that this is what you're looking for to indicate that you're ovulating. Once again, when you are sexually excited, it could also increase your mucus discharge. So you should also be very careful when you're using that, okay? But a lot of women use this, and it has worked for a lot of women out there. Now, the next I'm talking about is increased sexual libido. Oh my, a lot of women love this. For most women, when they are ovulating or about to ovulate, they have this increased urge to have sex with their husbands. Now, it's basically nature trying to tell you that I want you to get pregnant, so go do what will make you pregnant. So you have that increased urge to have sex. Now, if you don't want to get pregnant and you're having this desire, best to protect yourself. But if you want to have a child, then this is the time that you should really be chasing your husband around in the house for sex. So if you're having this increased sexual libido at a certain point in your menstrual cycle, there is a higher chance that you're ovulating or you're about to ovulate, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is, breast tenderness, breast pain, and sore nipples, okay? Your breasts become, not like you see sores there, but it becomes a bit painful to touch. Especially for women who have a lot of breast, when you remove your bra, you usually feel this pain around this part of your chest, okay? Now, it could be that you're ovulating. That's why the breast has become that painful to touch, has become a bit tender, your nipples are bit painful. Basically, it could mean that you're ovulating. But once again, pregnancy could also give the same signs. So as I keep saying, you shouldn't use only one sign. You should use like 2 or 3 combined to help you make it more accurate for you. So if you're having this kind of pain in your breast, there is a clear indication that, well, you could actually be ovulating. Okay, good. That is very good. Now, the next story we're talking about is the abdominal bloating. Yeah, you heard me right, abdominal bloating. Now, for some women, actually, when they're about to ovulate, they have this, bloating that they feel like they're too full. They feel like there's so much gas in their stomach. Yes, sometimes it could be that, you're about to ovulate. Now, another interesting sign is mood and appetite changes. Now, a lot of women during the ovulation actually have a very good mood. Basically, maybe because the body wants you to go do something, but you become extra happy, you become, more, like your mood just improves in the house, okay? Now, a lot of women also during this time actually don't really feel for food. Their appetite rather drops. Now, when it comes to the mood, a lot of women actually talk about their moves, their moods becoming very bad when they are rather menstruating, but when they're ovulating, their mood improves. Okay, so this could also help you to sort of give you some kind of sign that, hey, I'm about to ovulate and ovulation is about to happen. Okay, good. So I hope that also helps you or works for you. Now I hope today you've learned certain things. I hope today you've learned that ovulation is when a matured egg is released. And today you've learned certain signs like the increase in the cervical mucus, the basal body temperature, the sore or tender breast. All these signs could actually help you to make you know that you're ovulating. But all in all, if you are not the type with a predictable menstrual cycle, don't rely on that mid-cycle thing. Charlie, it could mess you up. These signs could really help you out. I hope you've learned something today, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.